Greetings, horror sci-fi and Mel Brooks fans. Drew here from Horror Sci-Fi and Beyond, and we're finally at the spooky October season. And you guys voted for what horror type of horror movies we're gonna review this year for October, and you chose horror comedies. And the first one that we're gonna talk about is Young Frankenstein, the Mel Brooks parody of the Universal classic Frankenstein movies. And there's only one man that can join us for this. And that one man is Mr. Bradley Renfoe. How's it going, man?
Great, man. Oh, man. I am so excited to talk about this film.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, I don't know if we ever talked about this before. We may have. But you know that I watched the original 1931 Frankenstein with Boris Karloff when I was a kid a couple of times. Didn't really grow up with those movies a whole lot until I got into my teens. Got a dressed up at the Wolfman, and my mom bought me the Wolfman DVD for Valentine's Day. And then maybe a year later we moved. You know, I was in when we were living in California. We moved here for family.
Yeah.
Year later, my mom signed me up for like this autism group at the library here in Conway, Arkansas, and I met you, and I found out that you really like the Universal monster movies. I'm like, man, you like these movies too?
Yes, I have since I was about 8 years old.
Oh yeah, and well, that's the thing. You grew up with these movies since then. Like I didn't really, like as a little kid, I didn't really watch the whole on them a lot. It was really like rediscovering them again that I would watch them and also the special features. And I guess it was kind of cool because I got to appreciate the movies in a different way by watching the special features and knowing all the behind the scenes stuff.
You'll never guess who I had a discussion with about the Universal monsters about a year ago.
Yeah.
Butch Patrick, a.k.a. Eddie Munster.
Oh, nice! Yeah,
Yep.
you know what's funny? I used to work at Staples, and we had a copy and print center, and I don't know how I missed him, but he actually came into our copy and print center to print out a banner for a convention.
Wow.
I'm like,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
I've never seen an episode of The Munsters, like a full episode, but I've seen like clips, and that's actually pretty cool.
I watch them all the time on Nick at Night.
Or like, yeah, you know what? You know what? I have a Roku sound bar or stream bar in my room. So on the Roku channel, it has like the monsters on there. So I need to watch those.
This was when he was like a guest for my dad's podcast along with his friend.
Yeah, dude, that's off. That's pretty sick. Actually, yeah, that's pretty.
Hung out with him for 2 hours.
That's cool, man. We need to have your dad on this podcast at some point. That your dad's a ham.
Oh yes, I can tell you. I could have told you that.
Yeah. I definitely know where you get like your comedic taste. It's from your dad. This movie is very much your dad.
Yes, it is.
But anyways, guys, let's get to the plot summary for Young Frankenstein. An American grandson of the infamous scientist struggling to prove that his grandfather was not as insane as people believe, is invited to Transylvania, where he discovers the process that reanimates a dead body.
It's coming from the deep, dark recesses of the mind of Mel Brooks. I love him. Young Frankenstein!
Life, you hear me? Give my creation life!
Sky means business.
Starring Gene Wilder as Dr. Frankenstein.
That's Frankenstein.
Peter Boyle as the monster. Marty Feldman as Igor.
My grandfather used to work for your grandfather.
I'm sure we'll get along splendidly. Oh!
Cloris Leachman as Frau Blucher. And Madeline Kahn as Elizabeth.
What are you going to do to me? I'm not afraid of you.
Kill the monster!
See Mel Brooks' Young Frankenstein.
Yes, I think we could all use a good laugh.
But don't see it alone. Don't miss Young Frankenstein, personally directed by Mel Blazing Saddles Brooks.
How did you discover this movie, and what's your overall thoughts about this film?
I first discovered it they when they were kind of talking about it in 2001 on no, not 2000, 2000 of the year of AMC's Monster Fest, the year that was titled "The Classics Come Alive."
Okay.
They were interviewing Mel Brooks and Terry Garr about the film, and I thought this looks different than the movies they're showing right now of the Universal monsters. So
Mhm.
I checked it out, and that was since then it's been my favorite Mel Brooks movie of all time.
Oh yeah, for sure. And what's your overall thoughts about this film, if you have any?
Well, to me, it's this is a movie. This is parody in its purest form.
Mhm.
Just understanding the source material, taking it and just giving it a comedic edge.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure. How I discovered this movie was back when we lived in Florida, maybe 05, 04, maybe.
Mhm.
Late one night, I stumbled on an old recording of like a talk show. I can't remember if one was like from like the 70s back or the maybe no the 80s. It would have been the 80s or something. It was like an old talk show, and somebody on there sung the Monster Mash, and that was the first time I ever heard that song. And
Yeah.
they were promoting like a new release of Young Frankenstein. I'm like, oh, never heard of that movie. I heard of Frankenstein, of course, because I've already seen the
Oh
Boris
yeah.
Karloff film.
Mhm.
And then maybe like a year after, and I kept hearing about this movie and how funny it was. And then maybe like a year after not Mel Brooks, Gene Wilder passed away,
Well,
sadly.
sad. Yeah.
I bought this movie on Blu-ray from Target, and the classroom scene, it's what really got me. I'm like, oh my God, this movie is phenomenal. And it's what, like you said, it's respectful to the source material. This is the most, out of all Mel Brooks parody movies, and really just parody movies in general, this is probably like the most committed to what it is making fun of.
Yes. I mean, I know a lot of people laugh at this movie on its own, but I feel like for it to truly be as funny as it can be, you have to see the first three Universal
Oh
Frankenstein
yeah,
movies.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean that's what any good parody does. There's a semblance of what you know. One of my favorite SNL bits is when they do a parody of like a punk rock documentary, like a British
Mhm.
one, like the Sex Pistol, the Clash kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then it was Fred Armisen, who I love, and he had a punk song where he sings about him liking Marcus Basser, and the whole thing about punk is like you don't like politics and you hate all everything has to do with politics. So like it's so funny. It's like it's this authentic punk documentary, and I've seen a lot of rock documentaries because I'm a rock guy. And the
Oh yeah.
fact, yeah, it was just so funny, and that's what Mel Brooks does here. Like honestly, you take away the dialogue from this movie, you put it on mute. You
Oh
would
yeah.
honestly think it's a Universal monster movie from the 30s and 40s. Like
Oh
honestly.
yeah.
Like it just, and I love Spaceballs. Spaceballs is amazing,
Oh yes.
and they do the Star Wars stuff like the title crawl and like the Imperial ship lasting forever. But I feel like with that movie, it gets a little bit too goofy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gets away from the Star Wars, and I love that movie. Like that's honestly my top favorite, one of my favorite comedies as well. But this one just really takes the cake for me. Like this,
Hmm.
honestly, like this is the Mount Rushmore of horror comedy for me.
Yes.
Like to me, it's this movie, Beetlejuice, Ghostbusters, and Shaun of the Dead. Like these are
That
my top four favorite horror comedies of all time.
and I cannot argue with that.
Yeah, yeah, and
Yeah.
they're diverse movies, all four of them. I think you know what I mean.
If we could put a fifth up there, I'd probably put Killer Clowns from Outer
Oh
Space.
yeah, yeah, that'd be a good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think number five would be you can kind of rotate through a lot of different ones. Like you can do Evil Dead
Yeah.
2, Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
Oh yeah. I feel like Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein was the first horror comedy.
Mhm. No, I take that back. You gotta put Gremlins 2 on there. Gremlins 2 is fantastic.
Yeah, like it's bizarre, and I'll watch anything with Christopher Lee.
Yeah, honestly, I think I like Gremlins 2 better than the first one.
Oh yeah,
That movie just goes wacko land.
it
Um,
does.
but yeah, man. Yeah, this movie's just amazing, man. And let's kind of get into the deep dive and talk about what makes this movie so amazing. Um, like I said, this movie's so committed to the classic monsters, to the fact that like it opens up on a castle and it has like like the big bold letters young Frankenstein, and then you kind of have like that friend Waxman like Bride of Frankenstein like ba
Yeah,
ba 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 ba.
it's like you're watching an actual Universal Frankenstein movie.
Yeah, yeah, and then it kind of gets like a little bit sentimental. Man, the music in this movie is so good.
It is.
Like honestly, I would buy. I don't know if this vinyl is readily available. I would totally buy this on vinyl. Because it's just so beautiful. Um, and then you have like that one dude like trying to get that book or whatever.
From the corpse's hand.
Yeah, and that's like the real like first joke in the movie is him not getting it out.
And when it opens, it's also kind of a jump scare at the beginning.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Well, and then the thing is, like, that felt kind of. I mean, I don't know if Mel Brooks is a Ed Wood fan, but that felt kind of like an Ed Wood kind of thing. Like, I
Yeah,
feel like I take that Ed Wood way, like keep in his movies.
he would.
Um, and then the classroom scene is hilarious when
Oh my god.
Gene Wilder is it takes in the class about like nerves and like reactions, and then he like keeps punching the old dude in the crotch, and he's like, "You stupid mother grabbing bastard!" And he hits him in the knee, and he's in a lot of pain,
Yeah,
and then he like puts like that little like headphone kind of thing on him, so he didn't feel
yeah,
the pain until he takes it off, and he does it again, and
yeah,
he just stands there, and he takes the things off, and the teacher
yeah,
falls to the ground on the ground, and then Gene Wilder says to one of his assistants, "Pay him an extra dollar," and they take him out
yeah.
of the classroom
And
on the journey.
funny thing, regarding Gene Wilder, uh, they intentionally made him look like Basil Rathbone with the mustache in
Oh, okay.
Son of
I did not know that. I'm
Frankenstein.
not familiar. I know who Bads and Rathbone is. I'm not super familiar with his work.
He played Wolf Frankenstein. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I think
yeah,
that's the only thing I think I've seen him in. But
yeah.
yeah, that's a pretty cool fact. And then they named the character in Great Mad Detective Basil.
After Basil Rathbone.
Yeah, because he plays Sherlock Holmes,
Yeah,
which is pretty cool. Um, yeah, so that's pretty funny. And then I just love the fact that like you have this grown adult who just says that his grandfather's work was doo doo. He's like,
and then
"My
stabs
grandfather's work was-"
himself in the knee
Oh
with the
yeah,
scalpel.
yeah. I wonder where Wiki Bobby took that one from.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure that's an old comedy movie joke that's been used before for Young Frankenstein.
I don't know if they specifically use like they've taken the word from any movies. The my grandfather's work was doo doo for
Yeah,
any.
yeah, but I meant like the stabbing of the leg. By
Oh yeah, yeah.
yeah, I'm sure that's some movie.
That had to have been a callback.
Yeah, something like a Buster Keaton like era. I don't know, but
Yeah.
just the fact that a grown adult is saying that, and then like watching the special features, you have that comedy writer from the Night at the Museum movies and Reno 911, Ben Grant. Basically, like they interviewed him for this documentary, and he's
Yep.
like, "Well, you think about it, like Gene Wilder's character is not a good guy at all." Like
No.
he's beating up his old man and for like science, and then like he's getting his assistant to pay him an extra dollar more because of it.
He cheats on his fiance
Yes.
with Inga.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, your fiance is pretty hot. The fiance's pretty funny. Like she's only in the movie for a little bit, but that whole
I
like,
know.
oh, don't touch me, I got a date, I got a party to go to.
Well, it's Madeline Kahn. She was
Yeah,
awesome in everything she was in.
yeah, I haven't seen a lot of like stuff that she's been in, but she's really funny here. And then little callback to Bride of
Rest in
Frankenstein.
peace.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
found out that she died a long time ago, like in '99.
1999.
Yeah, sad.
Her last movie was the voice of the Gypsy Moth in A Bug's Life.
Okay, that's cool.
Yep.
But then you have a little bit of a callback to Bride of Frankenstein with the hair at the end of the movie.
Yes.
Um yeah, the monster really liked that. Peter
Yeah,
Boyle really liked that.
he did. And the funny thing, how they had the bolts in Karloff's neck, they gave zippers to Peter Boyle on the side of his neck.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about Peter Boyle for a
Oh,
second.
yeah.
What underrated talent this guy was.
Absolutely. Ray Barone. No, I meant Frank Barone.
Oh, from Abraham Love Raymond, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Holy crap.
Yes.
Yeah, like the fact that this is largely a non-verbal role, but it's hysterical.
Yep.
Like this guy, all he does is make grunting noises, and it's like one of the funniest things ever. And one of my favorite moments of the monster is when Frederick, Gene Waters' character, gets him stuck in that room or traps him in that room,
Yes.
and he's like, "Hey, you handsome," and he just goes, "Who,
Yeah.
me?" I just love that.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's just so innocent, and again, it's going back to the classic Universal monster
Yes.
Frankenstein movies, um, where it's sympathetic, with the monster sympathetic, like you feel bad for the monster.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I liked how they took like the most horrific moment in the original Karloff movie and just kind of made it a little bit lighthearted. Like he just blows the little girl in bed.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of sweet. I'm like, oh, she didn't die
Yeah.
because I didn't like that.
I know. And then you have Gene Hackman in this movie too as the old blind man.
Oh my God, rest in peace, Gene Hackman, one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
And apparently his final line in the movie was an ad lib when he was like, "I was gonna make espresso,"
Yes,
and
yeah, and that's why they fade to black there because the entire
yeah,
crew started busting out laughing.
yeah. Said Mel thought it was genius and decided to keep it in the movie.
Yeah, that's the thing about it is like people I think when Gene Wilder does comedy or did comedy, it was
Yeah,
like the Leslie Nielsen effect. When you get like a serious actor to play it completely straight, to do these goofy movies like The Replacements or Young Frankenstein, but he's like the
mhm.
straight man in the movie.
Actually, I kind of found that, and I actually took a note on this that Peter Boyle is the monster. It's weird that the monster is kind of the straight man in all of this, and everybody else is kind
Yeah,
of bizarre. It's like he's the Porky Pig to everyone else's Daffy Duck in this movie.
yeah, just everybody's just, it's just that's the thing about it is like you watch the behind the scenes footage of this movie and everybody's just having a good time. You know what
Yep.
I mean? Like man, like if I could be part of any movie like film crew for any movie, it would probably this would be up there. Like it's just
Oh yeah.
we're having a good time the entire time.
Top five for me.
Yeah, like I would just love to be part of the crew in this movie, or just not even like a crew member, like just being a spectator. Like it would have been
Yeah.
yeah, like seeing like Wilder do his thing, see Terry Carter do her thing, King Malin do her thing. Man, Marty Feldman, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Marty, like as much as everybody else in this movie is over the top, like this guy's on a whole nother level.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the big jokes regarding him in this movie was like, wasn't your hump on the other side? What hump? Mel
Right.
later recycled that for Robin Hood Men in Tights when Richard Lewis's Prince John's mole keeps changing and like, wasn't your mole on the other side? I have a mole. Yeah, yeah,
I still have not seen that movie. I need to.
yeah.
Yeah, I have seen the trailer of the movie, and I love the part in the trailer at the end where Carrie Elways looks directly to the camera and he's like, "Unlike the other Robin Hood, I speak with a British accent."
That was a knock at Kevin Costner
Oh
and one
yeah.
other Robin Hood from the
Like
50s.
here's my thing. Like people need to lay off of Dick Van Dyke doing a terrible British accent in Mary Poppins. Was it
Oh,
great? No, but have you seen Bram Stoker's Dracula? Have you seen Robin Hood and Prince of Thieves? Like they weren't even trying in those movies.
yeah. Like, remember, Dick Van Dyke is a national treasure, and
Yeah.
I will hear nothing ill of the man.
Yeah, like I mean, he's not a great Connie accent, but at least he tries to do one.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I love, and the thing is, I love Keanu Reeves. Like, he seems like he's a nice guy. You
he
know,
does.
John Wick fucking kicks ass. But
Yes,
the
it
thing
is.
is, he can't do a British accent. I'm sorry,
No.
Keanu. You see the guy in Johnny Depp. He looked like he belonged in that movie. And I think him and Winona Ryder were still dating at that time, right? When that movie
Hmm.
came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, um, yeah. So Marty Feldman's hysterical in this movie. Probably my favorite like character interaction is when they're at the dining room table
Yeah.
and they're talking about how they're gonna put this monster together and
Yeah.
they said that you need to give him like a giant member and then it cuts
He
to
would have an
Ike.
enormous Shrunchker.
Yeah, and it cuts to Ike when he says he's gonna be very popular.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought
I
that was
mean,
pretty funny. Oh,
it was.
and then what is this the same scene where I think it's Gene Wilder. He's having some doubts about himself or something like that, and then Igor says, "It's like what my grandfather, my father always said. Why are you in the bathroom so long? Get a chance for the rest of us, or something like that."
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny.
It
A
was.
masturbation joke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Another little bit of trivia. Cloris Leachman in this movie as Frau Blucher,
Mm,
and the horses neigh in fear every time they hear her name. It's
yeah,
turns out the word Blucher is German for glue, and we know glue is made from horse hooves. So,
and then they go into the castle, and then Igor sticks his head out and he goes, "Florblooker," and he just did the horse neigh again. He just smiles.
yeah, Blucher. Hey.
Man, I just love Marty. Honestly, if I had to pick a favorite character in this whole movie, it'd be Igor. Igor's just so funny.
Oh, he was. I feel like he is like to this movie what Peter McNichol as Renfield and Dracula did and loving it.
Oh yeah, I've seen Dracula Dead and Loving Went. I still need to.
It's not as consistently funny as Mel's other stuff,
Mm,
but I don't really agree with its negative reception.
yeah, I mean it's Leslie Nielsen,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's really funny. The putting on the rich scene is
Oh my
awesome.
God. Which funny bit of thing about that? Mel did not want to do that scene.
Really?
No, it was Gene's idea, and he said that they argued over it, and he said that if we're gonna salute the Universal monster movies and the essence of Frankenstein, they got to keep it somewhat grounded. But then he's
Mm,
like, let's just do it. We don't have to put it in the movie,
mm,
and we can leave it on the cutting room floor, just as kind of a thought. And then Mel was like, okay. And then
mm.
once he heard Peter Boyle do he was in stitches and saw that Gene was
Yeah.
right.
My favorite part in that whole musical number is when it's the line trying to look like Gary Cooper and then the monster goes "Super duper."
Oh my God. Yes. I mean, that is basically my favorite scene in the whole movie.
Yeah, and then this is funny that like a decade later you got this like very eccentric musical artist named Taco, I believe, doing a synthesized version of that song.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just so weird to me.
First saw that on VH1's pop-up video in the late 90s.
Yeah, I mean, I do love that version, but you cannot beat the Young Frankenstein version.
No, to me, that's the best
Yeah,
version.
Peter Boyle, like um, like sells it.
He does.
And then he talks at the end of the movie, which is really profound, surprisingly. Like I was kind of shocked when I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and again, that's going back to making it authentic. Like you feel bad for the monster.
Mm-hmm.
All because Igor picked a brain by the name of Abby Normal.
Oh, yes. And we actually see the brain like just splattered on the ground.
I picked a brain from a guy named Abby something.
Abby Normal.
Abby Normal.
Even when I'm watching the original 1931 film, introducing it to someone for the first time, I can't help but say Abby Normal.
Yeah, that's
Funny.
Yeah.
Also, the original ending, because Gene Wilder was the one who conceived the idea for this. And originally in his mind, the idea was he just wrote Young Frankenstein, thinking of the movie Young Tom Edison from 1940
Okay.
with Mickey Rooney. And then he just wrote out the idea of Frankenstein's grandson. The original ending was that he was going to get killed, thrown off the precipice like James Whale was originally going to do at the end of the first movie. And the monster gets a happy ending with his fiance.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he didn't. He ended up with the German French European lady. Dude, that scene was pretty awesome. I was not like I was dying when I first saw the scene where the monster has sex with the fiance. I thought that was so funny.
Oh, her just opera singing from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, that must be some orgasm lady for singing opera music.
Well, the enormous Schrunstoker.
Yeah. Yeah, and then it cuts to something else, and then it cuts back to them after, and then they're like smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny.
What did you get? What did you get from him?
Oh yeah, the ending of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but going back to the him doing it with the fiance, I love the part. I love when she's like, "Man, no guy ever does it 7 times with me. You want to go for 8?"
Yeah. Everybody cheats in this film.
Yeah, everybody cheats.
Yeah.
So, and then like that's the thing I love about Mel Brooks movies compared to a lot of like raunchier like comedy movies is like he knows when to do raunchier humor and he knows how to do it right. Like I don't like raunchy humor just to be raunchy.
Oh no.
It has to be either smart or it has to be purpose to it.
That's the difference between him and somebody like Tom Green.
Yeah. Though I didn't like that bit of Tom Green buying condoms in that convenience store and he making it like the most awkward thing at checkout. I thought that was pretty funny, but yeah.
It was.
Yeah, he just goes up to the female cashier and he's like, "Don't you think it kind of odd that I'm buying condoms? Like I'm about to make love with the woman." I just thought that was so funny.
Oh God. Actually, also getting this movie greenlit was kind of an uphill battle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mel went to Columbia to pitch this thing. Gene Wilder was there. Michael Groskoff, their producer, was there, and he said, "I need $2 million to make this movie." They're like, "No, we're not going to give you anything above $1.75 million."
Okay.
He's like, "And by the way, this is going to be in black and white." And he's like, and they're like, "What? Are you crazy? Like, what do you mean it's going to be in black and white? Peru just got color. It's going to be in color." And he's like, "No, I'm serious. It's going to be in black and white." And they're like, "Well, then it's not going to be a Columbia picture." And then Mel was like, "Well, then I guess it's not." and then he went over to 20th Century Fox, where Alan White Jr. had just taken over, and he worked as an agent with Groskov, and he was very accommodating.
That's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just love how like Brooke just stuck with his gun. He's like, no, we're doing it in black and white.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
And Sarah Karloff, Boris Karloff's daughter, she was in an interview, and she said it would have been a mistake to make this movie in color.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been as beloved, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she even said that her father would have loved this movie, and this is her favorite movie of all time.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all.
Yeah. Now, I do want to ask you a quick question before we kind of wrap up this view, because we can talk about this movie all day, but
Oh yeah,
yeah,
we probably would if we weren't pressed for time.
Yeah, but if there was a theory that I heard from James Rolfe from Cinemassacre's review of this movie when he did it for Monster Madness one year.
Mm-hmm.
That he said that some people think that this is actually a sequel to the Universal movies. Do you think there's any levity to that?
He's got like the same hair that little Donnie Dunnigan, who was the voice of Bambi, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he might have. He's got the same hair, and he's got the Rathbone mustache, which could indicate that he looked like his father.
Yeah.
But one thing I would say that kind of that counts against that is, they called him Henry Frankenstein, the original doctor in the movies, and on here they call him by his book name Victor Frankenstein.
Yeah, I didn't know why they ever did that. Victor Frankenstein's classic. But I mean, those movies were never like consistent anyways.
Well, back then it was like they weren't meant to be, they were a continuity, but back then they weren't meant to be watched over and over again and picked apart like we do now.
Yeah. I will say I'm so excited for the Guillermo del Toro Netflix Frankenstein. I didn't see the trailer, but from what I'm hearing, it's gonna be really awesome.
I'm not missing out on that.
Yeah, I'm definitely you got Oscar Isaac as Dr. Frankenstein, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh man, that movie's gonna be epic.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, like if anybody can do a Frankenstein movie, it'll be Del Toro. Like he'll nail like the synthetic monster. Like all his movies are pretty much about the synthetic monster. Like Pan's Labyrinth, Hellboy.
My favorite movie of his is probably Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim is good. It's not very Del Toro.
I know, but to this day, I'm still dumbfounded that in 2013, it was #1 in all the other countries in the world, but here, it lost to Grown Ups Fucking 2.
God. Jeez. Let's get to favorite part and least favorite part. What is your favorite part of Young Frankenstein?
The tap dancing scene.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you just talked specifically the tap dancing part of that scene, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually pretty awesome.
Still,
the super duper part is my favorite part. My favorite moment, that whole scene.
Yeah.
But tap dancing is it's a pretty close second.
Yeah.
And then the least favorite part, if you have one.
It's really hard to think of that because, I love pretty much everything about this movie, and I cannot find one single thing I don't like.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go my favorite part. Surprised you didn't say it. It's gotta be the blind man scene. That scene just makes me laugh when he burning his finger accidentally.
Yeah, the spilling the soup on his balls.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie's pretty raunchy for sure.
It is. In all the best ways.
Yeah. I don't think it's as bad as History of the World. That one's pretty raunchy.
It is. And
it's good to be king.
Yeah, actually he recorded a musical number of that, a rapping number for that on a little album where he's rapping as King Louis, and these ladies. God. Yeah, they're like, it's good to be the king. Ooh la la, me we. It's good to be the king.
I think every single Mel Brooks movie, at least the ones I've seen, has a musical number.
Somewhere, yeah. There's like he also did another video where he's dressed like Hitler and he's rapping about being him, and that's from the movie To Be or Not to Be, where he did
What
that
the fuck?
with his late wife Anne
Jewish.
Bancroft. Yeah, well, he's Jewish; he can get away with it.
Yeah, for sure.
And he and Anne Bancroft, who was his wife until she passed away in
You're talking
2005.
about Mrs. Robinson and Bancroft?
Yes,
Holy shit! That's
you.
dude pulled a hottie.
Yeah, and Max Brooks, who wrote World War Z,
Yeah.
he's their son.
Oh my god, dude.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, it's also funny that he also produced Mel. He actually produced The Fly and the Elephant Man.
Yeah.
So a David Cronenberg body horror movie and then a David Lynch tragedy.
Yeah.
I actually recently watched my first Lynch movie, Mahalo Drive.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. Apparently it's pretty tame for Lynch.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
not
it
going
wasn't
to
as
say
crazy
what.
as I thought it was going to be, but yeah, it was good. I quite enjoyed it. That Winky's diner scene it's just brilliant. The
Yeah.
fact that like he tells you what's gonna happen, that there's gonna be a jump scare, and then it's still like pretty scary.
Yeah.
And when that the whole cows the whole movie, it basically tells you this whole movie almost is a dream, basically.
Oh, but also the movie trailers. I got those for Young Frankenstein.
Okay.
Because Blazing Saddles had come out a few months before.
Hmm.
At the end, you hear Mel Brooks' voice advertising at the end, like, Young Frankenstein, a Mel Brooks picture in black and white, no offense. Yeah.
God, I love Mel Brooks so much.
He's a national treasure, too.
Yeah, yeah, he doesn't like Mel Brooks, and he's still out there. Like he was in Mr. Peabody's sermon as Einstein.
And he's going to have a little cameo scene as Yogurt in Spaceballs 2.
May the force be with you. How adorable.
Yeah, and the man is 99 years old now.
God, if we ever put out search for horror sci-fi and beyond, I want to do a parody of that merchandise scene from Spaceballs.
And if you look closely at that merchandise, that's 80s Transformers coloring books because there's pictures of Optimus Prime on
Oh,
them.
really?
Yes.
Yeah, but I basically want to like dress up as Yogurt and be like, horror sci-fi beyond the t-shirt, horror sci-fi beyond the bread spread, and my favorite horror sci-fi beyond the action figure. And then it's just me as an action figure, and I go, and never forget, guys, to stay weird. How adorable!
Yeah. No, you got to have it. Never forget, guys, to stay weird.
Okay, we got way off track. We talked about David Lynch.
Oh, yeah.
Star Wars merchandise.
We always get off track in these videos. But
not just me. It's me and Eric and Jackson. But
I'd say, though, this is probably, thinking back to all the videos we've done, this is the one where we have probably stayed the most on topic.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get back to the least favorite part. You, I don't have one. This movie's fantastic. This movie is absolutely fantastic.
It is.
Like, I mean, you could probably find like a small nitpick here somewhere, maybe. But overall,
I have yet to find one.
Yeah, but yeah, it's just a small nitpick. But there's not nothing like real like major in this movie. But out of 5, where would you rate this movie?
I'm gonna go ahead and give this a full 5.
A full 5?
Yep.
Oh, actually, I do it out of 10. So you're gonna do 10?
Oh yeah, full 10.
Okay. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna do a 10. So, honestly, That's our I think that's our second perfect score on here.
Yep. What was our first again?
Not for us. We I'm doing a Albert Hitchcock series with another YouTuber.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think we did Vertigo, and that was our first perfect score.
Oh.
Avengers Endgame was close to being a perfect score. It ended up being a 10, but what happened was I think Jackson gave it a 9.5, and me and Eric gave it a 10. So, but the average calculator, it was above like 9.5, so we're just rounding up to 10, but it wasn't like a clean 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, this and Vertigo are like our only two clean 10s, where like everybody gave it a 10. But it's pretty easy when you only have two people,
It is.
versus two. So yeah. But yeah, man, thank you for being on this Young Frankenstein review.
Always a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's hard sometimes because I know you don't like a lot of the modern like stuff. You like like the pure classic stuff.
Yes. I mean, pretty much anything probably from the 1920s through the 80s.
Oh yeah, really, I like it. I like all eras of horror. Like I just love horror movies in general.
I mean, I will, like, there are a few exceptions
Mhm.
to that rule, like the most recent being the new Nosferatu.
Yeah, but yeah, man. Next episode for the horror comedy series is gonna be Megan Fox starring Jennifer's Body, with I'm semi looking forward to. I mean, I don't like Megan Fox at all.
I know. Well, my biggest problem with her, as I said, is in regards to the Transformers movies. But if you
Yeah,
want to know, if anyone wants to know my thoughts on those movies, go to my YouTube page because I recently made a video on it.
yeah. The first one is The other one kind of just sucked.
Mm.
Yeah,
And
yeah. At least the Bumblebee movie was good. But anyways, guys, this video has been going on long enough. You guys know the drill. If you like this episode and you want to see more spooky and weird content, make sure you slash that subscribe button. And make sure you follow us at Horror Sci-Fi and Beyond over on Facebook. Also, don't forget to leave this episode a killer comment and give it a King Kong size thumbs up.